Hi guys and welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you a really good deck that I've been using recently. As you can see, I'm on 2,712 cups, which is quite close to my highest ever trophy counts. I've only recently got to this high level. Before I was around the 2,500 mark, but now because of the deck that I'm using, I have jumped up quite a considerable amount. One thing about my deck is that it doesn't use legendaries, which is a thing that you come across quite a lot in Arena 8. A lot of legendary cards, which does make it quite annoying, especially considering I've spent no money on this game and I have no legendaries. As you can see here, look, I have every single other card apart from all of the legendaries, which is a piss take. But the deck that I'm using is a Golem, an Ice Golem, Minions, Mega Minion, the Spear Goblins, and the Goblin Barrel, the Zap, and the Gravestone, sorry. Tombstone, I stand corrected. I'm an idiot. Which is in total an average elixir cost of 3.3, which is incredibly cheap. The main point of this deck is it's a lot of cycling until you can get that golem, and then you can do a big push. I normally do the pushes probably towards the end, try and get the enemy off guard. But let's see how it works. I've got a few replays that I can show you, and I will show you one that has a Sparky in it, if I can find it. Here we go. Here's one against 3 legendary cards, and we'll see how this works out. So he's got a Hog, Witch, Log, Ice Wizard, and I didn't know any of this obviously until a bit later on, but he's coming in with the Witch, and I use the Mega Minion to take out the Witch, which is quite a good way of doing that. The Ice Wizard, obviously legendary number 1 in his deck, and here comes the Hog. I put down the Tombstone, and he's got the Log, which takes out the Tombstone and my sorry guys, and my Spear Goblins. But as you can see, the Hog still doesn't do much damage. Here I use a Zap and the Goblin Barrel to defend against this Prince, and on the other side I'll use the Spear Goblins to defend against the third legendary in the deck, which is the Lumberjack, I believe it's called. And he's getting angry because he's done minimal damage to my tower, but you can tell he's trying hard. Okay, so now I'm gonna go for Minions and a Goblin Barrel, which he has pretty much nothing to stop, and I do a ton of damage to his tower, and as you can see, he's angry again. Now I start with the Golem, and he has a Witch, which is quite a good defense against the Golem, but with my Mega Minion coming in, it's gone within seconds. Now, this is another good thing about using a Golem. When you've got the Tombstone as well, it will come in quite nicely afterwards and take out anything behind, and then take out the tower with it. And them little skeletons do very well. Now this guy's getting a bit worried, and he's just spamming loads of troops, which I don't recommend doing at all, guys. Just because you'll end up losing. You look, as you can see, my elixir bar is a lot more full than his. And I stay on that positive elixir, which is always a good thing. And if I had a little bit more time left, I probably could have got a second tower down if I'd tried, but I was just using defensive golems to stop his pushes. So there's that replay. Let's try and get another one for you, and then we'll go into a live attack. Right. There's another one with three legendaries in it, but I want to find one with a Sparky. Here we go. No. Replay no longer available. Good. Very good. One thing I have found with this deck is the graveyard, or the Three Musketeers are very good against this deck, because it just takes out the golem quite quickly. Let's find another one. Here we go, with a Sparky. So with a giant Sparky bowler deck, which is quite popular up here, and it's a level above me, a level 10, which means he's got the advantage of cards as well, card levels, sorry, which is always a bit of a problem up at this level when you find level 10s, and the advantage is quite big. It's not a small advantage. You can definitely tell the difference. But at the moment he's got quite a decent push going on the left side here, and that level 7 wizard takes out the mega minion, which is something that I didn't expect to happen, and his giant managed to reach my tower, which is another problem there. He is well in the lead, and at the moment I'm sorry about that. I'm worried about what's going to happen. But here comes the Sparky. So I put my golem down so that he doesn't put anything with the Sparky, and I put the tombstone down to distract the Sparky for a little bit. And the goblins, no, sorry, the minions take it out, which was good because my tower would have been down if that Sparky had hit it. On the other side, my golem alone has taken out half of the tower, which is good, and he's got another big push coming up on the right hand side now. But because he keeps on switching sides, it's more of an advantage for me, really, because it means that there's less damage on one tower and more damage on the other. So I focus more on the right hand side. And in comes another golem as his bowler comes down. He's only got a level 3 bowler, which isn't the strongest. Luckily for me, that bowler changed its path to the golem, because otherwise it would have taken out my tombstone and therefore would have taken out my defense against that giant. As you can see, my golem takes down their tower, and there's only 9 seconds left, and he's got 2 bowlers and a Sparky and a wizard against my other tower, but it's looking like a win. There we go. It is a win, and that's how you use it against a giant Sparky deck. he wasn't the best attacker, to be honest with you. I've come up against giant sparky decks that are a lot better, and I've still taken them out with this deck. Oh, I'm sorry guys, I've got a cold. It's awful. So now let's go to a live battle. I'm a bit worried about this because I've been losing a fair amount recently just because of my stupidity, to be honest with you, and I hope that I don't lose again. But fingers crossed. Let's see how it goes. Right. So I'll start with minions. And that was a good defense. That's his minion barrel. No, goblin barrel. Right. And the hog is stopped almost immediately there. And he's zapped, so I know that I can use my goblin barrel. See, look at that. Lots of damage to the tower just because he messed up. And one thing that I've noticed with the Ice Golem is that it is very good against things like a minion horde or a skeleton army, because when it blows up, with a minion horde all you need is a zap and they're gone, and with a skeleton army, pretty much as you just saw there, it's gone as well. Look, that's the only damage he's done to the tower so far, is through his, and he's zapped again, so he's messed up again. Right. So my Ice Golem seems to have survived that a little bit. And now I know that he's got a Inferno. I'm just going to wait until that Inferno's gone. Ah, so his hog did well there. Let's see what he's got for this Golem. And with the Ice Golem in front, that means that his skeleton army will... but look, literally because of the fact that this deck costs so little, I've got pretty much crazy amount of troops just going towards that tower, and it's down instantly. And that's a win, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed... Oh, he's left the match, look. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like rating. Try and subscribe if you can and if you want to. Leave a comment down below if you've got any questions. If you've used this deck before, comments down below. And thank you for watching.